Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to it. Another amazing episode of the Pitchside Podcast.
Choose one. Or a side or a podcast. Choose.
Which one?
All right, choose one. Follow our lead, okay?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to it. Another amazing episode of the Pitchside.
So what must I say?
Podcast.
I thought you were the one who's doing the intro.
When I'm out, how are you?
I like intros. I'm good. How are you, Naves? Nice to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Glad you made it. Eh?
Yeah, always. Sugar.
Let you hear, bruh.
Gentlemen, coming back off win in the semi-final of the Nedbank Cup, we're through to the final.
Yeah, man. So are you going to give me my flowers now or later?
No, I agree. You must go to the Ndumba
Score
to
prediction.
make sure we win it. Oh, for score prediction, definitely.
I came out right.
You did indeed.
Yeah, so
But
say something nice.
Congratulations on
No, discover jealous.
Discover jealous. No, you'll get to this level. Don't worry. It takes time, but you'll get there.
Keep trying.
No, but it was a good game. I mean, tough game.
Yeah.
Game that Sundowns expected, and I think for the neutrals, everyone expected that, you know. It's a very good Stellenbosch side, but okay, let me greet them. Sure.
Yeah, tell us, it was a tough game.
Yeah, it was a tough game. I mean, we all expected that, but I think a big I don't know if it's a thank you or what to Thapelo Morena, sorry. I think he played one of his best games.
Yeah.
He neutralized their most dangerous player. Titus is fast, but Thapelo is equally fast. You know? And I think that was where Sundowns won the game. Even though, you know, we could have expected to probably have a good game, but I think Thapelo had one of his best games.
Yeah. I agree with Mahuta because you could see their strength was on the right.
Yeah.
And coming in, Thapelo coming in, he's a neutral, he's a versatile player and plays in different positions. And you call him to be a striker. A few days ago, he was our number 9.
Yeah.
He scored the goal. In the same game, he ended up at right back. So having a player like Thapelo in your team, you always know that any problem. I thought we can only be saved by Ronwen, but it looks like we've got too many insurance companies.
I heard him say in an interview that if they need him at centre back or as a 6 or an 8, he is available.
As a 6?
He said as a 6 and 8,
I'll be number 10.
Anywhere he's ready to play.
Yeah, he's got those qualities. I mean, he's fast. He can play. So I think his versatility is the most important thing for the club, and I wouldn't be surprised if they play him anywhere else.
Mahuta, as a guy who has played as a striker, if you're in a, let's call it a bad patch, how were you able then to draw on yourself to be able to try and just get out of that space and try again? Because we've seen some amazing things from the team, especially from the boys, how they keep giving Peter and keep encouraging Peter. Nobody's head drops when he makes a mistake or he misses the penalty, but he just keeps trying. How were you then able to channel the beast inside of you?
Actually, I was just showing him one of his hype men.
My yo-yo. Yeah, I think the most important thing as a striker, or when you play in that position where you obviously going to miss goals, you're going to score goals, you're going to score beautiful goals, you're going to have good games, you're going to have bad games. But the most important thing, and I think Peter should take that into consideration, is to always remember the good times.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, whatever patch you're going through, remember the good times. He has scored some brilliant goals. He scored a lot of goals for this club. So he's just, 3-4 games without scoring, and now all of a sudden everything goes haywire. You can't do that. Remember the good times. Remember why you were at Sundowns. Remember the times you won games for this club. Remember the times you won titles for this club. That will only make you feel good. And once you feel good about yourself, you're ready to go. And I don't need to tell Peter that. I'm sure he's an experienced boy. He's an international. So he should be thinking that. He must just only remember the good times.
Amazing. What I like is like what you're mentioning, Naves, is that you may be perceived to be going through a rough patch, but the same Peter few days ago he scored 2 goals in the first half, and not only that, he's got teammates that want to see him score. They try their level best. They make sure that they share the cake and make sure that he doesn't feel like he has to do so much in order for him to. They know who he is, and for people to recognize his season of lack of goals in this season. It tells you about the expectation we have on him and the responsibility that he carries, which is to score goals, and he keeps on doing it, even though he might not score every game. But there is no way you can rule out Peter Shalulile from scoring.
100%. I mean, you go and you look at the goal scoring charts, and you see that fortunately in the Sundowns team and setup, the goal scoring is not just on the strikers. It's spread out. Peter's on, I think, 6. Ribeiro 11, the other guys are on 2, 3. But
Mudau scored.
Everybody's chipping in. Mudau scored.
Yeah, it's a good team synergy. Hey, Chumba! Zungu!
Sikhathi sifuna bakubona ukuthi ubuyile.
I can't
is right there. Bongani Zungu is right there.
Yeah. As I was saying, Sundowns is a team with synergy. Synergy is when all the elements in the team are working together. Your defenders, Ronon is saving the team because that's what he needs to do. The defenders are doing their job and chipping in with goals. The midfielders, they are taking players as well, are chipping in with goals. So it's a collective effort. It's a team that relies on everyone. So you can't single out one player and say, this is the player that's going to win Sundowns the game. I mean, just in the last game, Tapelo Moreno was the player who won the game for Sundowns.
Coming from the bench.
We're saying Peter doesn't score, but he provided a nice assist for Lodge.
100%.
I mean, that's what team dynamics are about, and that's what I think Coach Rulani has probably put focus on, how to build this team.
Sugar, do you think that people understand the extent, or rather the amount of work that the technical team puts in to prepare these players for games?
I don't think so. Why is because of the kind of product that Mamelodi Sundowns always dishes out. We've become so spoiled that we think it has to be like that. We become so spoiled that we feel like it's a must that it has to happen like that. But the level of work that is put in, just for example, the previous game, the team is having it difficult on left back, and instead of taking a natural left back and putting him in the position, you go for a striker, come right back, come number right wing, come, and then you put him there because he's played in that position before at left back, and he understands the instruction because he's been in the game. He knows what is required, and coming off from the bench with such instruction, it tells you that the level of analysis that was done in a short space of time during the game to recognize that we've got Mudiba on the bench, but we need a person like Tapelo who will neutralize this opponent with ease, and that's what happened. So I think people need to actually take into consideration the level of investment that the technical team puts into the game, and under pressure. Everyone wants you to win, and you find yourself you're having it tough.
I read an article where they were speaking about Coach Rulani speaking on Tashreeq and saying, I'm not sure where to play him. And they said, no, this means Urekile for the sake of Ureka. Not understanding the number of positions that the guy can play. He can't be certain to say he is going to be a right wing or a 10 or a,
it's context.
So you
need research. Yeah, don't listen for the sake of listening, but listen for the sake of understanding, and you need to understand where this thing comes from. Well, because I looked at that interview as well, and I thought to myself, hey, we're dealing with people like this in this day and age. But anyway, we know how hard Coach Rulani works. I mean, well, how hard the technical team works. Remember, they're playing every 2-3 games. The amount of work and analysis that goes into each and every game is stuff of legend.
Indeed, I was looking at another stat that said we played our 50th game of the season. We've almost closed 2 seasons. In a season with the number of games, and it doesn't get easier because then next year you also got to add the FIFA Club World Cup that's happening in America, AFL again, Champions League again, all the domestic trophies as well. So it's really a lot of work that is going into this, including the travel.
Yeah, but we are here for football. We don't do any other thing other than football.
We don't want to brag.
You can't have a small anyana chisanya.
We don't want to brag.
We are here for football. We saw people are camping, they're having a good time, crying.
We want to go there also, but we are football people. And if our life says football every day, that's what we need to do. It's what pays the bills. It's what makes us happy. So it's too much, but at the same time, it's what we need to do. It's the work that needs to be put in.
Big teams play in Africa, win trophies, and keep going.
Big teams play every day, bro. That's why I come here today. There's a nice breakfast in the kitchen. You know, these other clubs that I played for, my man. 10 players based on my crumbs with pie, like. But anyway, that's a topic for another day.
Breakfast right here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Pitchside Podcast.
That is true. Sugar would know. Sugar, come on. Sugar would know.
No.
But we'll talk about it someday.
Actually speak about it. We don't even get bananas after the game.
Banana? That's a privilege.
To get anything, my friend.
Total what garage, the engine, pie, steak and kidney fast. So. But you press Lucas Ribeiro. How are you going to
shield alarm? How are you
going to do that in a pie? Yamba Coke. Anyway,
gentlemen, let's shift our focus back to the DSTV. We're playing Golden Arrows in the next game. Although the league has been sealed, but it's going to be a very, very interesting game because they still have a lot to play for. We still have a lot to play for. Remember at game 14, I told you about the Invincibles. Game 14, You've been saying it since game 14. I saw the vision.
Game 30,
Game 30.
But I think even though the league has been sealed already, there is still a lot to play for.
Indeed.
And I like the mentality of the club because last season they almost broke the 71 points mark. Now they're looking to go past that, and they are very much capable of doing that. And it's going to be interesting. Not only the Invincibles, but also putting more records. It gives the boys something to play for, rather than just saying no, it's done now. And you have to build up from there, finish on a high. All the work that you've done throughout the season, I think it's the right moment for them to prove their professionalism and discipline towards their contracts.
I think we're looking at 80 points currently. So that would be 9 points over the sitting record, which is it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's and you need to work as well. You need to still play for the team to get to 80 points. But for me, it's a catch-22 because obviously it plays on the minds of the players that the league is won. You know, there's not much to play for in the league but points, you know, and there's a cup final also to prepare for. So,
But as the coach always says, it's important to cross that bridge when you get to it. We first need to get through the DSTV games, and that will be our last game of the season.
But the mind also says you put too much into these league games that basically are dead rubbers, like I said before. And you don't want to get injured and not play in the final while you are busy chasing the record. You don't want to lose your best players in the league when you have won the league and not have them for the final, which by now is probably the biggest game of the club that is left. But it's a mind thing.
The difficult one.
It's a bikini.
Also,
it's a bikini.
Alrighty.
Don't worry, you'll understand. I think we are going to the bikini. Let's go to the bikini.
We're playing against and also Coach Steve Chumia Prahlombo.
Yeah.
Best friend, how much tougher does that make this game, and how much higher will the emotions then be? Because he is a former Mamelodi Sundowns senior coach.
He coaches another team now, so he needs to focus on his own team. He can't be emotional and think Sundowns. He has to be emotional and think Golden Arrows, you know. And I don't think any of the coaches here at Sundowns are looking at a Steve versus Rulani game, or you know, it's a Sundowns versus Golden Arrows game, and Mamelodi Sundowns wants to win that game to obviously finish with 80 points in the league, and that's just how the game is. It's got nothing to do with anyone, and I don't think any of the coaches would think of that as a game between, you know, because Coach Steve was here. He was here, he did a job, and now he's somewhere. He needs to do a job at that place.
They've also had a mixture of results playing against them. But recently, the games that they've played has been really mixed. Bunch of results. Disturbing you.
He's a foolish guy.
How do you think then this game is going to play out, bearing in mind what they are playing for, Sugar?
Yeah, like Mahuta says, this game is it's Mamelodi Sundowns versus Golden Arrows. But as Mamelodi Sundowns always know, playing such a game, everybody who comes against Mamelodi Sundowns is always hyped up to try and be the one that is recognized on the day. And players are always motivated to play this kind of a game. What Mahuta was saying, that it's a game that plays within the mind for the players of Mamelodi Sundowns to approach the remaining games professionally, and also be considerate of the fact that we still have a final to play. But going against Mamelodi Sundowns, against Golden Arrows, it becomes a test of character. I think it then tells us the level of professionalism, the level of discipline. But players from Golden Arrows will definitely be wanting to show up and showcase their talent. Like you were saying earlier about Coach Steve, if he just does, it's not going to be easy, because he's got the book, he's got the
manual.
The manual and the password to the laptop.
To the two laptops with 5 passwords.
So we want to see if he can unlock the new password that has been put there. But it's going to be an interesting game, and I can't wait to see it.
Looking forward to an amazing game down in Durban. Score predictions.
Hey.
Remember now for...
No. We don't want to hear the excuses.
I'm not giving you an excuse. I'm laying a basis for my prediction.
Okay, we're listening.
Okay, let me lay a basis. Remember, with all these 6 teams that are left that Mamelodi Sundowns still has to play, all of these 6 teams wants to be the one that breaks that invincible thing. So it's going to be a difficult game, but I see a 2-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns, and I hope and pray that Lucas scores 2 goals in this game.
Okay. Sugar?
I want to see 5.
Sugar, you watch too much
But
English football.
No, but you heard we gave those ones 5.
I want to
Which
see
ones?
another 5.
These ones that we gave 5 the other
Our-
day to win the
our
championship.
Where? Which team?
At FNB.
Which team plays at FNB?
That other one.
Is there no team there?
No, what team?
Oh, okay. All right.
No, man, come on.
Oh, we need another.
Men against
Me, I need
boys
another.
there, man.
I'm being more of a supporter because
Yes.
the team that we're playing against in the final scored a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So I also want to see us.
But even the coach said it. I want if they play an open game and they don't play the way everybody's been playing, which is to park the bus, there'll be goals. Lots of goals.
Okay.
Sugar wants 5. I know.
I'm standing on 2.
Oh, you are doubting us. That's the problem.
No, I'm not doubting. I'm giving Sundowns a win. 2-0. That's a professional win, brother.
And
That's
5
my
is
story,
what?
and I'm sticking to it.
5 is what? It's not a professional win.
Yeah, so 5, like really show off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pitchside Podcast. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us your comments. We are Masandawana.